lows or someplace in between, just take a breath. Thank you. Now you can continue surfing the internet if you want, or stick with me. And Rich today, as New Thought Tuesdays, talks about priorities. This is part 2. We started yesterday with priorities. We've been both talking back and forth about, I've got so many priorities. One priority. The word priority used to mean one most important thing. I believe it was in the early 1900s that there started to be the use of the word where it became multiple priorities. And in one case, just recently, I was talking to a client who had so many priorities and so few resources. There was no way, except for divine intervention, which is completely possible, for them to have experienced or expressed a sense of calm or dignity or forward movement with all of these holes that they were digging. There's so many holes that they're digging with very this deep when you're trying to do so many things. Take a deep breath and know that you do not have to be all things to all people at all times. You get to align yourself with your own awareness, your own spiritual awareness, and then make a choice and be comfortable with that choice. Easier said than done. And if you want some help with that, you can certainly reach out to Rich. You can certainly reach out to me. We work with folks all the time on this kind of stuff. But you've got to decide what is yours to do.
Yeah. You know, Dean, you were saying that it could even be divine intervention. I would like to address that.
Okay.
Because that brings up a question for me. Divine intervention. Now, we've often said that God is no respecter of persons.
Right.
Okay. And so, does God intervene with us when we have to make decisions or set priorities and stuff? I believe that infinite intelligence is always available. You know, in my Infinite Filmmaker teachings, I talk about God the Infinite Filmmaker being on the set. And let's say an actor has a question for the Infinite Filmmaker. I'm not quite sure what to bring into the scene. What do you want from me? And then at the same time, a lighting director says, wait a second, how are these lights? You know, should I tweak them this way or that way? What kind of a look do you want? Or the cinematographer, or the set designer, or the costume designer. You know, all have questions. Those questions are answered immediately. The Infinite Filmmaker is omnipresent. It's everywhere present at all times. So for each and every character, at the exact same time, their questions are answered. So I believe that divine intervention is always available to us. We just have to be open to receive that insight, that inspiration, that idea like, oh, what do I set for a priority here? I get it all the time, like a little click inside that I know that this intelligence is there for me. I mean, even like my friend Kim talks to her spirit guides. She believes there's guides and spirits all around her that are there to protect her and to guide her and to help her. I reach out to divine intelligence, God. She reaches out to her angels. And things happen, like miraculous things happen for her that you go, whoa, that was very strange that happened. But her angels are watching out for her.
I think divine intervention, it has to do with our natural relationship with the divine. The divine is expressing in, through, and as us. So that is our relationship with the divine. Divine intervention is when we acknowledge that the divine is there. And we go, oh, there's a miracle for you. There's divine intervention. And what I think divine intervention culturally means is divinity entered in a way that I was not expecting, when maybe I didn't think I was even up for it or open to it. That it's like, oh, that just came out of the blue. I don't know that it comes out of the blue. I believe that we are open to it. And in our openness, it swoops in. It swoops in, and see, that's the thing. Divinity, infinite, the infinite composition of all that is, the music that is life, is there. When you create a piece of music, there are any number of notes available to you. It's how you choose to put them together. It's how, whether you choose to go with a harmonic chord or a dissonant note, a little crunchy note, that's up to you. It's whether you're going to have a sustained note or a major chord. If you're going to sustain it at 2 or sustain it at 4, so that you've got this feeling and it moves forward. Well, that's up to you to decide. So it's the same thing with the infinite imagination of the universe. We get to make our priority. We have free will and free choice. Make a choice and play your own music. Take that which you have learned, incorporate it into yourself, trust it, trust your capabilities, trust your resources, and move forward. Make a choice. Choose what to do and concentrate and do it at the exclusion of everything else.
Yeah, but what I would like to know, and other people would like to know, how do you make that choice? Like when you're composing a piece of music, you said a chord, the right chord or the right note. How do you know that this is the chord that you're going to end up using?
Because I listen to it and I determine what I like. I don't think, maybe these people are going to like this chord and these people are going to like that. Maybe I should do it this way so that they'll be pleased with it. Maybe I should do it that way so that,
Yeah.
I'm a 64-year-old man. I get to do what it is that I'm called to do. I play the music of my life in a way that pleases me, with authenticity. I choose. If it doesn't work, if it's an abject failure, great. No problem. I'm in the game. I choose again. Don't be afraid to fail. Be there for success. Keep failing and failing and failing. If you want to call it that, how is this failure happening for me? If you want to see it as failure, great. It's in the scheme of things. If you're in the game, you're there with a sense of interconnection, spiritual alignment, and a choice that you want to make, what you want to bring into this world, who you want to be while you're doing your life. That's your choice. And how does it feel to you? First, you have to identify that you get to make the choice. You have to make the choice. It's what you're here for. The infinite universe is there as your playground. Our position is to make the choice.
Yeah, beautifully said. Yeah, there you go, guys. It's your choice. If it feels good, stick it up on the top of your list as a priority.
Yeah.
So
that's what we wanted to come to you today with priorities, the idea of how divine order is involved in priorities, and what is yours to do, and where you go to, where you look to. And that looking to is to yourself. You can always take into account the mentors, the teachers, the friends. Sure, take it all into account. It's all what you've learned. But turn to yourself, because you are the authority on your own ability to choose. Create a priority and recognize that that priority is part of your divine order.
Exactly.
Oh, New Thought Tuesdays. We didn't even mention New Thought Tuesdays. New Thought Tuesdays is a priority for us. It is the number one priority. We are there on Tuesdays. We're there for you. NewThoughtTuesdays.com. Come sign up. We'll remind you about our New Thought Tuesdays events, which take place on the web at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern. We will see you this week. Will you be there, Rich?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see you on Tuesday.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm going to
Hey, thanks
close
for-
out. I'm going to close out with an affirmation if I can. Can I?
Great, yeah, and thanks for joining us, everybody. Appreciate it.
I am fully in control of my response to all aspects of my life. I choose to respond with a sense of balance and alignment in all that I do. I say a resounding yes to the goal that is most important to me. I explore this choice with trust, faith, creativity, and joy. I am successful in my priority because I choose to be. Even if I fail many, many times, I know that my faith, trust, and instincts are God-given, and I celebrate with exuberance my ability to know that my choice is the right choice.
Okay, that's great. Now the video is stuck on me. So I'll just end it. We'll see you later. Hey, thanks, team. That was beautiful.
Thanks.
We'll see you guys on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. See you then.